Good afternoon, everyone. It is January 3rd, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. and I'd like to call the Freetown Board of Selectmen meeting to order. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and will be available on our town's YouTube page. So with that, I will go into agenda item number 1, which is to discuss and vote on whether to approve the weekly warrants 028-053. I looked them over, didn't see anything wrong with them, so with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the weekly warrant.
Second that motion.
All right.
All in favor?
No, you need to make the motion.
You need to make the motion.
I make the motion to approve the warrants.
I will second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, agenda item number 2, discussion and vote on whether to approve the meeting minutes from 11/28/2022, 12/5/2022, and 12/12/2022. So same thing, I don't have any issues with that. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes for the above dates.
I make the motion to
All
approve.
right, and I will second it. All those in favor? Aye. Agenda item number 3, discussion and vote on whether to approve the contract between the town of Freetown and Comcast Business for the internet for community room and camera equipment. So that's obviously for this room. I looked it over and once again, don't have any issues.
Likewise, yeah, they look good.
So, Debbie, you don't have anything, right? It's straightforward.
Yeah, it's just so we have internet separate from the police station for the equipment in this room, so if we did want to live stream or whatnot, we could do that.
That makes sense. All right, so with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the contract between the town of Freetown and Comcast Business for the internet for the community room camera equipment.
Motion made.
I will second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item number 4, discussion and vote on whether to approve the town administrator to sign off on the contracts between the town of Freetown and Comcast. Obviously, it's kind of no-brainer. Debbie's the one who's always there.
Thanks, Deb.
Yeah, so we appreciate that. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the town administrator to sign off on contracts with Comcast.
Motion made.
I will second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item number 5, discussion and vote whether to approve the ambulance abatements and write-offs for September 2022 in the amount of $114,277.45.
Can you repeat that number, Jared?
Sure. $114,227.45.
Thank you.
So that's straightforward, there's nothing new about it. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the ambulance abatements and write-offs for September 22 in the amount of $114,227.45.
Motion made.
I will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Similar to number 6, discussion and vote on whether to approve the ambulance abatements and write-offs for October 2022 in the amount of $117,855.49. Yeah, pretty straightforward, once again, nothing new about it. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the ambulance abatements and write-offs for October 2022 in the amount of $117,855.49.
Motion made.
I will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item number 7, discussion and vote on whether to approve the Class 2 motor vehicle licenses for the following. Coparts of Connecticut, DBA Coparts. Number 2, Alfred M. Maltzer, DBA Ray's Garage. Number 3, John LaRonda Jr., DBA John's Auto Body and Sales. Number 4, Dean F. Markle, DBA Miller's Auto Sales. And number 5, DPF Enterprise Inc. These are all continuing licenses for Class 2 motor vehicle licenses, so I don't have any issues with it. Okay. All right, so with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the Class 2 motor vehicle licenses for the businesses previously listed.
Motion made.
I will second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 8, discussion and vote on whether to approve the snowplow agreement between Russell Sherman for winter 2022 and 2023. Looks like we have everything signed off and
Correct.
everything that we need. So the more the merrier. We're excited to have them. So any concerns?
No, it's great. The more we get, the better off we are, so.
Yes, we'll
Fantastic.
continue to pray for no snow.
That's right.
So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the agreement between the town of Freetown and Russell Sherman, I don't know why I can't spit that out, for our winter 2022, 2023.
Motion made.
All right, I will second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Discussion, and number 9, discussion and vote on whether to accept a donation in the amount of $300 from the Lions Club for the food for the Council on Aging. So obviously, anytime we get any kind of donations, we have to accept them. So thank you to the Lions Club for donating.
Absolutely, thank you.
So obviously straightforward. So with that, I will entertain a motion to accept the donation for $300 from the Lions Club for the food for the Council on Aging.
Motion made.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 10, discussion and vote on whether to approve the permanent one-way direction of Forge Road. So I'm sure everyone kind of knows already that there was one-way direction, and then it was determined that it was actually better off because of cars in queue and every other reason, and with the police chief's discretion to switch the direction of the one-way. So we have to officially accept it as changing directions and approve it. So I don't have any question with it. Obviously, if the police chief says we should do it, I'm completely okay with doing it. So.
And I hear from the residents, they seem like it was a great idea.
Mhm.
You know, 'cause you have to, I guess for where it sits, you have to sit on top of the hill,
Mhm.
basically on top of the tracks, to be able to see both ways. So this is just common sense. So,
Yep.
great idea. Absolutely.
All right. So with that, I will entertain a motion to approve the permanent one-way direction change for Forge Road.
Motion made.
I will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Agenda item number 11, discussion and vote on whether, discussion and vote to determine the Fire Chief Harry Ashley Jr. participation I can't talk today, in payroll submission, union negotiation, and budget preparation is not so substantial that it will affect his integrity to the town of Freetown due to having immediate family members in his employment that may have a financial benefit in those processes. So basically, because he's related to some of the people who are on the fire department, and him having to create budgets and do things that can directly affect them based on what this is saying, we have to determine that this doesn't have any effect on it. And I 100% know that he's a man of character, and not that it would matter anyways, but it's not going to have any.
No, I don't want to be concerned about this. You're absolutely correct. He's a trustworthy, great character. This shouldn't have any effect on his judgment.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So with that, I will entertain a motion that Fire Chief Harry Ashley Jr. can participate in payroll submission, union negotiations, and budget preparation. Is not substantial that it will affect his integrity to the town of Freetown due to having immediate family members in his employ that may have financial benefit in those processes.
Motion made.
I will second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, actually number 12, we're going to skip over for today, and push to a later date. So we're gonna do the presentations at 6 o'clock, so.
You have number 13 that you can do now, though?
Oh,
Under
I'm sorry.
personnel? Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm paying attention to myself and not Paul Gallo. So on to number 13, so I will pass it over to the personnel.
Item agenda number 13, discussion and vote whether to appoint Victoria DeAnthony as Planning and Land Use Administrator effective January 3rd, 2023 through June 30th, 2023. This was a recent internal posting we put out, right, 7 days. She was interested, more than qualified for the position, which negated the need to go out into the public to hire more. This is a great use of her energy, time, and ability. Great candidate. So this is an easy win for the town.
Absolutely.
Any further discussion, comments, questions? All right. I entertain the motion to appoint Victoria Anthony as Planning and Land Use Administrator effective today, January 3rd, 2023 through June 30th, 2023.
I will make that motion.
A second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right,
All right.
so, everything else, we're gonna push off till 6 o'clock, so.
Except for your signatures.
Oh, all right, never mind, I'm sorry, we're gonna go on to signatures before we go into recess.
I like signatures in the middle.
Abatements and write-offs. So all your motor costume and vehicle licenses.
Should we have had it?
They're two separate packets because they were so thick, so, but there are two copies there. Special insurance contract.
So if you guess whether I signed that
Donation
first.
for the Lions Club.
I'll say you guessed myself. Did I sign the two of them in the first one?
Yeah, they were so thick I kept them separate. So the 3 letters for the conflict of interest.
Oh, thank you.
One-way direction of Forge Road. Patty was signed for Comcast.
She's fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. So, it's about 15, 20 minutes till 6 o'clock, so, I'm gonna say we go into recess until 6 o'clock. So with that, I will entertain a motion to go into recess.
Motion made.
I will second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, everyone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin.
So, thank you, everyone. It is 6 o'clock, so we are actually going to go, we are in recess, so we're going to come out of recess. And we're going to go right into agenda item number 14. Agenda item number 14 is to say thank you for 24 years of service to Sergeant Ed Dwyer. So we can have Ed Dwyer come up, please. And we have the Chief here who would like to say a couple words for
I
you.
would, yes. So good evening. It's truly an honor to be here tonight and speak about Ed Dwyer, Sergeant Dwyer. Sergeant Dwyer arrived on our doorstep with about 20 years of service in the United States Coast Guard. He had worked his way up to the rank of Chief Warrant Officer, and he just didn't cruise around the Caribbean. He was off the coast of South America doing drug interdiction activities, etc. From there, he stopped over in Rochester for a few years as a part-time officer. and simultaneously worked at MIT. He had a top secret clearance, and he was able to work there on many of the secure computer systems. We were fortunate enough that he didn't like to be locked up in a building. He liked the road, he liked the outdoors. So he began with us, he began the start of a 24-year period with us in 1998 as a volunteer in such a capacity as an auxiliary police officer, and he volunteered hundreds of hours for us. He was then elevated up to part-time status in 1999. In 2003, after I think there were about 10 or 11 applicants for the position, he was elevated to a patrolman's position, and in 2007, he competed for the rank of sergeant and was elevated after a written exam and interview process. During the course of his career, he served as an IT officer for us, breathalyzer officer, firearm instructor, and other capacities. Tonight I was looking through his personnel file and I saw approximately 9 commendations. And there was a common thread through those commendations, and it was as follows. He was engaged with many people that were armed, and not at one single time did that person end up being injured. In one particular incident, he and Officer Pereira responded to a call in the Bay Shores. The assailant jumped through a glass window, armed with a knife, and attacked both of the officers. They had demonstrated incredible restraint. It certainly was a situation where lethal force was justified. But again, he and Officer Pereira restrained himself. And that type of restraint was a common denominator throughout his career. You know, when we talk about some of the core values on our police department, we talk about integrity, and I can tell you that Sergeant Dwyer adhered to the highest moral and ethical standards. He's been honest and sincere in his dealing with all members of the community. And we talk about respect. Not only did he have respect for his fellow officers, but he had respect for all members of the community. And in terms of fairness, the final position of the triad, he was consistent in his treatment of all persons. His actions were tempered with reason, equity, and governed by law. I don't think we can ask much more of that of any individual. So he really personified all of those values. So it's an honor for me to award him his retirement badge. And in so doing, I'd like to say, may you be proud of the work that you've done. May you be proud of the person that you are, and proud of the difference that you've made over 24 years, Ed. So congratulations and good luck in your retirement.
That's our act to follow. So we have a couple other people here who would like to come up.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Thank you. So we have all right. So if there's anything you want to say or anything, but we have from the town of Freetown would like to present you with a certificate. It says, we the Selectmen of the town of Freetown hereby recognize your 24 years of dedicated service to the town of Freetown. It is employees such as yourself that truly make Freetown an amazing place to live and work. And I couldn't agree with that statement more. I've known you for a long time from working in town and being around you, so I truly appreciate everything you've done for us. So thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. I want to thank the Select Board for giving me an opportunity to be part of this ceremony. I'm Paul Schmid, State Representative, and I'm here tonight representing also my colleague, Representative Fiola, who is already up at the State House. We're getting sworn in tomorrow, and she had to head up early for that. It's just a great honor to be part of this ceremony. And I had a chance a little earlier, I saw the name Dwyer on an officer's badge, but I recognized Latham, so I had to go up and find out if he was any relation, and I found out that indeed you are brothers and that you went through the academy together. And I just want to recognize that kind of family dedication to service. So service is what we're all about. That's what so many of us in this room do, whether you're on the select board, working in town hall, firefighters, police, first responders, and we all know the responsibilities of service, as well as the challenges. And by the way, I will ask Maureen from Senator Roderick's office is here. Will you come up and join us? And so it's a great honor to be part of this, and I want to recognize Sergeant Dwyer with a citation from the House of Representatives, which reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to Sergeant Edward J. Dwyer in recognition of your retirement from the Freetown Police Department after 24 years of tireless work and for your service to the town of Freetown. Thank you for all your service and commitment." Sergeant. Senator Roderick's office is here and represented. Maureen?
Thank you, Representative. It's my pleasure to be here. It's one of the real perks of being able to do this job is to be able to take a moment, represent Senator Roderick, who would have loved to have been here, and to express his gratitude for the service that you have given your community. It is people like you who have given a lifetime of service to the community that has made Freetown the beautiful community that it is. It's my pleasure and my honor to present you with this official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Sergeant Edward J. Dwyer in recognition of your retirement from the Freetown Police Department after 24 years of dedicated service and commitment to the town of Freetown. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, that this citation be only signed by the President of the Senate and attested, and a copy thereof transmitted to the Clerk of the Senate, and deep thanks and appreciation from Senator Roderick.
Thank you, Ed. We appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
So at this time, I would like to call up our new fire chief, Ashley, and our retiring fire chief, Sylvia. If you gentlemen could come forward, I will step aside.
I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Nowhere near as eloquent a speaker as Chief Abbott, so I had to make some notes here so I can keep track of where I am. In April of 1985, I was very fortunate to be appointed to the Freetown Fire Department by Chief Alan Whitcomb. Anybody that's in this room that remembers Chief Whitcomb, everybody called him Curly. At that time, Wayne Haskins was a deputy chief. We staffed stations 1 and 2 during the daytime. Station 2 had several members on rotation. Clifford Carden, Jane Rimsowitz, and Deputy Haskins rotated through there. And Station 1, internally known as the Pit, was manned primarily by a character known as Bloodzo. Bloodzo or Chief Sylvia, as we formally call him today, has been shaping and advancing the Freetown Fire Department for over 40 years. His journey with the fire department began in November of 1983. He was promoted to full-time status in September of '84, promoted to lieutenant in 1987, and again promoted in 1990 to deputy chief. In January of 2009, he became chief of the department. He joined the state hazmat team in March of 1995, served there for 27 years until his retirement yesterday. Like most of our career personnel, Chief Sylvia also climbed the ladder of EMS certifications, first as a basic EMT, then EMT intermediate, and eventually paramedic as the department continued to advance its level of care. No one loves the fire service more than Chief Sylvia. He served tirelessly throughout his entire career, but as most anyone who knows anything about Budzo, his largest contribution has been that of a teacher. Chief Sylvia has made everyone around him better. His influences on those he has trained cannot be stressed enough. We've had many probationary firefighters walk through our doors in the last 40 years. Many of those men and women are now chiefs, officers, leaders, and exceptional firefighters throughout the fire service. Those people came to love the fire service through Chief Sylvia. He's always embraced the underdog, always patient, always willing to do whatever he could to make sure we all succeeded. The Freetown Fire Department is in a very good place moving forward thanks to Chief Sylvia. His commitment to public safety, his department, and the town are unmatched. He never took a day off. Even on his day off, he wasn't off. Always looking ahead, always learning, always striving to be better, always pushing all of us to be better. Personally, I would like to thank Chief Sylvia for everything he's done to help me prepare to be a successor. I, as well as the entire department, have been very fortunate to be raised by Budzo. I know he isn't thrilled that I'm reading this, so I've kept it short. Take a few days off, Chief, and I'm proud to have served under you. Appreciate it.
Well. I'll be Chief. Chief, on behalf of myself and the Board of Selectmen, the town of Freetown, we want to say thank you for 41 years of great service to our town. And just like the certificate says, it is people like you, employees like you, that make this town as great as it is. Thank you for 41 years.
My pleasure.
Again, many thanks to the Select Board for allowing us to be part of this wonderful ceremony, and I'm, as before, representing my colleague, Representative Fiola, who couldn't be here. Budzo! I had an opportunity to ask you, as we were waiting before this began, what the next chapter is. And you said, I don't know.
See what happens.
So that's a wonderful, wonderful feeling, marching forward and getting to decide whatever path you're going to take yourself. But please keep in mind, remember that you have written a very important chapter for the town of Freetown. And we're very happy to be part of this. And again, I come here with a citation from the House of Representatives that offers its sincerest congratulations to Fire Chief Gary Sylvia in recognition of your retirement from the Freetown Fire Department after 41 years of tireless work and for your service to the town of Westport.
Freetown.
I gave away, and to the town of Freetown. Congratulations, Chief. Thank you.
again, another opportunity to represent Senator Roderick, but I want to know what's happening in the water in Freetown. I mean, you 41 years. You still look like a kid. It must have been a very low-stress job. No, congratulations again. 41 years doing absolutely anything is spectacular, but being here in the fire service, doing what you do every day. I have a son-in-law who is a firefighter, paramedic, so I know what you do every day. And thank you all. And thank you for leading the way for 41 years. It's my pleasure to give you this official citation from the Massachusetts Senate on behalf of Senator Roderick in recognition of your 41 years of dedicated service and commitment to the Freetown Fire Department. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Chief.
You're welcome.
All right, well, while
My
we're here,
pleasure.
continue on with our agenda. Meeting agenda number 16, swearing in of the new police chief.
Fire chief.
Fire chief. Fire chief. Can't do this job, sorry. Chief Harry Ashley Jr. Cheryl, come on.
Okay.
Now for the main event. There's a lot of people in this room. Tonight is, it's a exciting night for the Freetown Fire Department. I have the opportunity now to introduce our new fire chief. It's Harry Ashley. He's been with the department for 37 years. And he started out as a call firefighter back in 1985. He quickly rose through the ranks of the call department, being promoted to lieutenant in 1990, to captain in 1995, and then in 2000 he was promoted up to the career side of the fire department, and that was during that Y2K thing. So I always call those guys who were appointed at that time the Y2K crew, because they were appointed during that big change of the clocks and the world's going to end. But it didn't. So we're all still here. He was promoted to lieutenant on the career side in July 1st of 2009, and then most recently on July 1st of 2018, he was promoted to deputy fire chief. One of the assets of Harry throughout his entire career was if something was broken, you called Harry, he came and fixed it. If he didn't fix it himself, he knew how to get it fixed. So we always liked him for that kind of stuff. He's received numerous certifications for the Mass Fire Academy. He's been the utmost valuable asset to this fire department. And I think recently he just received his certificate, his chief's accreditation for the Massachusetts Fire Service Commission. So I can't say enough about the man. He's been a loyal firefighter and actually a friend throughout these years. He's now going to join the cadre of fire chiefs, my brothers in the back. Only one of 366 in Massachusetts that serve 351 communities, fire districts, and a couple other government entities. He's also going to be the 17th fire chief in the history of the 135-year history of the Freetown Fire Department, and only our 5th strong chief. So it's exciting times now to be a Freetown firefighter. I wish I was starting now rather than leaving, because this department is ready to take off. I can't think of a better person. He's the right chief at this right moment in our history to take over and move us forward. So congratulations, Chief. Thank you.
All right, we'll have you raise your right hand, please. Do you, Harry E. Ashley Jr., promise to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and the bylaws of the town of Freetown? Do you promise to impart your professional standards of quality and integrity so that the conduct of the affairs of your office shall be of reproach and merit public confidence in the position of fire chief? Do Do you promise to put service before self, personal courage whenever called upon, and are you committed to duty and the rights of others? Do you promise to serve with integrity, honor, loyalty, and excellence at all times? Do you promise to uphold the code of conduct of fire chiefs that has been bestowed upon you with highest regard? And do you promise to keep this oath today, tomorrow, and always?
I do.
Repeat after me. I, and then state your name,
I, Harry Ashley Jr.,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform all duties
discharge and perform all duties
incumbent upon you as fire chief
incumbent upon me as fire chief,
according to the best of your abilities and understanding,
according to my best of my abilities and understanding.
in good faith, so help you God.
Good faith, so help me God.
I hereby declare you duly sworn as fire chief for the town of Freetown. Congratulations and good luck as you move forward to meet the challenges of a fire chief, a commander, and confidant. Congratulations, Chief Ashley.
Say a few words. I don't have any words to say, really. I want to thank you all for being here and all your support. Especially want to thank my officers and my firefighters. We have a lot of good people here that I'm going to lean on, and I'm going to plug into places where they need to be, and they're going to help us move forward. So again, I can't express my gratitude enough for all of you being here, and I don't have any more words.
Thank you, everyone.
Don't call me, I'll call you.
So that's everything for us. I'll second it. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you everyone for coming. There's refreshments in the back. Feel free to mingle and say hello to our new chiefs, our new chief and retiring officer.